Hi guys, it's been a little bit over a month since I last uploaded, but here's proof that Smokey and I are still doing well. And a lot of you know that I am a high school science teacher, so we just ended summer and we're back now to the new school year. So it's been honestly really hectic and just really crazy busy. That's why I haven't gotten a chance to upload as much as I have during the summer months. Right, Smokes? Anyways, I'm really excited to film today's video because I think it's going to help you guys a lot. Those of you who have parrots know that when your parrots are busy, that's when they're really happy. Smokey, you ready? Okay, let's go. Let's go. Okay. Ooh. What you doing? Okay, so before we go, let's Alright, so before we go, I think Smokey just wants a little bit of cuddling. Tickle tickle. Before we get further in our video. Right, Smokes? Okay. Perch. Alright guys, so in all honesty, instead of going out and buying your bird, you know, these super crazy expensive bird toys that your bird probably would play with for about a few days and then get bored of. Now, don't get me wrong, there's some bird toys that are very good, and I think it's important that all birds need wood to gnaw on. So, well, all parrots need wood to gnaw on. But aside from that, what I found that has been working really well for me is every week I would buy a week's worth of foraging, I guess vegetables. Just things for her to shred up and kind of gnaw on, besides wood. And so here I have artichoke, I have asparagus. I know it took me a while to think what this was called. Artichoke, asparagus, I have some mini peppers. And birds can't taste spice, so you guys don't have to worry about this being too spicy for your bird. And you know, any leafy green would do. So I got this. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take these and I'm going to spring them around and spread them all around her aviary. So let's go ahead and do that, and then you can see that she's already super interested. Okay, Smokes, go ahead and perch for me. Alright, so in the center of Smokey's aviary, I have this plant, and it's changing its colors right now, so you guys can see that we're entering fall. But I took out the fiddle leaf fig just because it started growing way too big, and because it's growing big, it prevents Smokey from flying from perch to perch inside our aviary. But at the same time, because it was growing so big and the leaves were kind of spreading out, she was really damaging it way too fast before it was able to get a chance to grow back. So first things first, my artichoke. So what I'm going to do is I have an extra, I guess this hardware to put Smokey's food bowl, and I just pretty much attached it to her door, and that fits this artichoke pretty much perfectly. I just want to caution you though that if you are using my idea of, you know, using these hardware pieces, then it's important that you remove them once the bird is done using whatever it is that you're putting on it. Now this one over here though is super large, so I'm able to keep this in here pretty much all the time. But because this is kind of small, Smokey runs the risk of, because she is super active and super playful, your bird could actually climb in here and somehow, you know, get really tangled up. They could really damage and hurt themselves in there. So I'm speaking from experience, by the way. Smokey did do that once, where she somehow got in here and then her wings were somehow lodged really strangely in there. So ever since then I never keep this in here all by itself anymore. You can already see that she's super engaged, and she's just happily shredding up that artichoke. Now, most likely I know that she's not going to be eating most of this, but nonetheless, it's super important that you keep them busy. And what I like, and I told you guys that I'm giving her many different options throughout the week, is that because there's so many different textures from what I'm giving her, she doesn't get bored, as opposed to just giving, them a few toys that, all have the same texture, and there's only so much they can do with it. They could easily get bored from just a simple wooden toy, but with offering vegetation, this is what they would be doing in the wild. So I love the idea. Now, here's also another suggestion. If your bird isn't really used to foraging, if your bird isn't even taking any interest in the artichoke, one of my viewers, Jeff Sexton, he offered some really great advice, and what he said was, what he does for his African grey is he'll stick some seeds inside the artichoke, and that way it gets your bird super interested. I had the seeds ready for me to just throw in here, but it doesn't look like I'll be needing them just because you can see Smokey is totally loving the artichoke. Alright, so while she's busy doing that, I'm going to take the asparagus, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spring them on these plastic chains. And it's a lot harder to do than what I expected. Oops, that one just snapped. So why don't I do this? Let me try using the larger chain. Here, you can have one, Smokes. There. So I'm just stringing it through one link on the chain through another one. That way it doesn't easily fall off. And these smaller ones, I think I can use the smaller chain to string it through. Alright guys, so the asparagus is all strung up. I know it looks kind of messy, it looks like it's all over the place, but I think that once she's done with the artichoke, she'll come right over and she'll clean that up for me. Okay, so let me zoom up so you guys can see a closer view of what she's doing. Okay. So that seems to be quite a hit. The foraging ball is one of the most, one of the best foraging toys that I would say that Smokey has. Just because it's so versatile. I can use this for pretty much anything. I can put an almond in here. It takes her a very long time to get whatever it is that you put in here. Okay, so now the pepper is inside the foraging ball. But I'm still gonna stick one right here between the bars for Avery. And one more over here. Actually, here's what I'll do. I have a better idea. I'm gonna stick this one in here. Okay, Smokes, go show people what you do. Alright, so she's already going for the pepper. And like I said, most of the time she's not going to be eating these. But she loves to just shred them up. And the pepper is it has a completely different texture than the artichoke. So this keeps her interested. So if your bird is easily bored of, the same toys that you always get them, then I would really recommend just every week getting them different types of veggies and filling their aviary or their enclosure with all of these different opportunities to forage. Do you like it, Smokes? I don't know about you guys, but for me, it's like therapy just watching her. Getting so into this and seeing how happy she is just shredding these things up. And all of these vegetables are really inexpensive, so you really have no reason not to do this for your bird. Alright, and now we are down to our last piece. So this is, I'm just going to string this on here for her. Let me put it a little bit higher up. This way she has to really reach up when she's perched here. To shred it. Alright, Smokes, come here. So let me go ahead and collar her over. Go ahead. So I think you guys can tell from this video how big I am on offering your bird a lot of greens inside their enclosure. And just seeing Smokey, you know, getting so into this, hopefully this will convince you that, you know, you should go out there right now, get your bird some of these, getting your bird some vegetables so that they can, you know, keep themselves busy. I think it's pretty clear from this video what Smokey's favorite is out of all of these. But I also have another video, guys, from last year where I gave her a pumpkin. So I know that as Halloween is approaching, you can probably find a pumpkin almost anywhere now, at any grocery store you go to. So the next time you go to a grocery store, pick up a pumpkin as well. And that's also something that would keep your bird really busy. I hope you guys like how I put the camera right now and the perspective that it's giving you. Looks almost like National Geographic, right? So now I know an artichoke is a must-have every week that I go shopping for Smokey. Well, I know it's been a long time since I last posted, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, I hope that from my videos, you're able to get some inspiration to enrich your bird's life and to make their lives so much more happier in captivity. And that really is, you know, the big purpose of me making all of these videos. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign out now. So if you guys did enjoy the video, as always, please just take a moment to click the like button below and that'll inspire me to make more videos in the future. If you guys haven't done so already, go ahead and also click subscribe. If you guys are going to try to incorporate some of these tips, in the comment section, let me know what you guys tried. Let me know what's worked really well. And I'll keep that in mind the next time I go shopping for Smokey. Okay, so I don't know when my next upload is going to be. In all honesty, guys, I don't plan out like when to upload. So the best way to get updates is make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel and also follow me on Instagram. So I'll leave the link to my Instagram in the description box, but if you do that, then you'll get notified the next time I upload. And I will see you all next time.